Hey, hi guys. In the coming days, I am planning to post videos based on these topics, Spring Security. So initially, I want to start with the Spring Security introduction, and finally, I want to end up with using JWT token. So this is my plan, and let's see the Spring Security introduction part. Spring Security is basically a Java-based framework. It's used to protect the Java applications. These are the core features: authentication, authorization, and protect against common exploits, example like CSRF attacks, and it can easily integrate with some third-party applications. So these are the core features. Let's see one by one. Authentication, first one. So authentication is basically like a verifying the user identity, and once the user identity got success, now it can allow to do certain activities. That mechanism we are calling authorization. Before moving into that discussion, let's see one general example here. Assume like there is a bank. In front of the bank there is a security guard, and if employee approaches to a security guard, the security guard will try to validate the user identity. Once the user identity got success, now the person will try to allow them to do certain activities inside the bank based on his role. Like he is the manager, he can do the manager related activities, and if he is a cashier, he can do cash related activities inside the bank. The similar functionality can done by the Spring Security also. It can verify the user identity, and once the user identity got success, it can allow to do certain activities inside the server. So programmatically, how can you achieve? And we'll see that part in later. Let's see how many types of authentication mechanisms are supported by the authentication mechanisms. Spring supports these many types of authentication mechanisms, and all these approaches having their own advantages and disadvantages. Based on the circumstance, we need to choose the right one. When it comes to the implementation part, like all are not same. Based on the type of the authentication mechanism, we need to provide some extra configurations, and also we need to add some extra dependencies. But the core flow of the Spring will be common for all these approaches. I will show you that in the coming videos. So this is all about authentication. Next, move on the authorization. So authorization is basically like once our authentication got success, now we are allowing to do certain activities based on his role. That mechanism we are calling authorization. If you take here, if it is a bank, like if the person is a manager, after entering into a bank, he can do the manager related activities. If the person is a cashier, he can do the cash related activities inside the bank. So that mechanism we are calling authorization, allowing them to do certain activities based on his role.